And we're back. We're traveling along. We're trying to find some uranium. Last time we were discussing this journey that it's going to take us to try to find some, and in the hopes of coming across some. What are these little specks over here? Oh, interesting. So out here in this abyss, there are player-created content. That's what I was talking about before. And those specs are awfully tiny. I wonder if they are player-created over there. Wow, okay. I'm gonna have to stop out here at this rock and then go look at those. So, okay, we're traveling along, and the rock we just left, yeah, I know it is, was that one right over there. So, we are continuing to search for uranium, but we're hitting a point where it's kind of frightening because my days of fuel time left is 1 minute, or 1 day. It's in the bottom right hand corner, fuel time 1 day. That was at 2 days. As that ticks lower and lower and lower without having more uranium to resupply with, it gets kind of scary because it takes energy to produce the uranium. Quite a bit, you know. It takes quite a bit of energy to run the refinery. So if I don't find uranium soon, I'll end up basically having uranium and not being able to refine it. So, and that would be bad. So we're going to get down here on this rock and we'll take a look on this rock. And I wish you could zoom in. Need some type of scope or something. Alright, so let's go find some black oil of space. Some uranium. Doo-doo-doo. Please, guys. May the space gods provide me with uranium. Looking. Oh, wait. No, just iron. Bingo. Uranium. Turn my light on here. Doesn't make any difference. There it is. That is uranium. Black as black. And you notice my drill tip is not telling me that that is uranium, and I'm right next to it. That's really annoying. Like I was saying, it's just a bug in the game. It's truly difficult to deal with. So this might get a little out here, so let's find out. Do some drilling. And we're going to collect us some ore. So if you look in the bottom left hand corner, it says volume, third one from the bottom, and that's not audio volume. That's volume as in how much I can carry. You know, there's two ways of looking at it being in space, is that things really don't have a weight to them, although they have a mass. A little bit different. And but so the way they looks at it is volume. You know, it's like you can't put a car in a backpack kind of thing. Oh, there goes the uranium tooltip. It's now finally working. So basically what you do is you can hold a certain amount of material. Instead of weight, they tell you that you can hold a certain amount of volume. There's weight as well. Or mass is right above that. And you see that's going up as well as I pick up more and more rock. So what I'm going to try to do is get a full load of uranium. And And so what you do is you fly over these little rocks, and let's find another one. There's one. And then you just pick it up. So that's the goal, is we just pick up a bunch of uranium and take it back to the ship, and we'll turn it into fuel. And we'll get this series going. Start coming with crazy harebrained ideas and building them, making them come to life. So as this is part of my first part of the series and don't have a lot of viewers yet, and would love to hear from anybody who is watching things that they would like to see me build. Keep in mind, I'm one person with a limited play time, so no requests for things like the Death Star, because it's just feasibly not possible. Yeah, it's not possible for one guy to do that on a limited budget of time. So let's see, let's find our way back to our ship. That's always another fun thing. Oh, good, there it is. And here we go. Let's get this uranium cooking. See if we can fit our massive frame inside. So you come up to the refinery and see I have 9.4 thousand kilograms of uranium ore. We're going to put it in here, and it'll just go crazy. There it goes. So we have a little bit of iron here too, so we're going to throw that in, and so when it's done with the uranium, we'll have it refine the ores for the iron as well. So we'll come over here, climb in our cockpit seat, and see, we went from 1 day to 1 hour of because that refinery is just sucking down that much power. But luckily, all that uranium is going directly into our reactor, which is in that bottom left-hand corner of the view. Ooh. Let's go out there and take a look. I'm just sitting around in the chair anyway while that's refining, so let's go take a look. Alright, so you have 3 tools, by the way. You get a welder, a grinder. Welders for putting things together, fixing things, like see this is all dented up. Oh, don't have any steel plates, so okay. So then you have a grinder, it takes things apart, and then you have the mining drill, and that is what allows you to grab ore. Alright, so then we have one nuclear reactor, feeds off of uranium. Remember we had 0.49 or something like that when last time we looked, and look at that, just climbing away. Make those ingots. We need fuel. And the conveyor system is, well, what it does. It conveys things from one place to another. We get these little tubes. They're lower resource than conveyors because they're single direction, whereas the conveyor is multi-directional. So anywhere there's a big door like this, you can tie another big door and you can link one item to another. So we have the conveyor here, and you see this little seam right there. It looks just like this seam right here. You notice that seam's only on 2 sides, this side and that side. So in between these two, there's a door just like that. So that allows things to come through this tube, through this conveyor, and into the nuclear reactor, which it's all coming down from our refinery, which is inside here. So I'll go over basics on how to build a ship when we get to that point of building ships, but there's some pretty basic things you have to follow. Up to some repairs I made here. You can see the panel warping back into place. When we get to a certain point, I'm actually going to dismantle this whole thing, and we'll build us a small little space station or base station to be our base of operations. So fixing this is kind of pointless right now. So let's go look at our reactor. How much is in it? It's like 1.8 the last time we saw it. click up here and type in reactor. 3.8, just clicking away. So with the refinery going, we are up to 7 hours. Nice. That's a tremendous increase in fuel, because remember the refinery is running. When we first started, that was at an hour. So yeah, let's see here. Let's turn off the reactor, or the refinery, and see what it goes up to. 18 days. So we went from 2 days when we started playing in our first video. If you look back, it was 2 days to go. And now we have 18 days of fuel. So, and we're still cooking away. So I'm going to type here, refinery, turn that thing back on. And yeah, we've only gone through not even 1,000 uranium yet. So we're doing pretty good. There's still a lot more down there as well, so I can go get more. But instead, now that we got fuel, we're not in crisis mode. Now it's time to start focusing on building stuff. So, iron. Actually, scratch that. We're doing a touch of exploring. So, let's see. There's a couple of specks on the horizon that piqued my interest in the hopes of them being man-made or player crafted, or however you want to. But alas, it looks like I lost them. Yeah, and this is the point in the Let's Plays where people were pointing at the screen going, "It's right there, it's right there." There's a couple YouTube channels that I watch pretty religiously. One of my current favorites is pretty renowned for literally just like right at the corner of his screen missing something, be like, "Man, where's my ship?" And it's, you know, right there, but literally see like that much of it in the corner of the screen. Man, I can't find my ship. Where is it? And I almost begin to think it's intentional. If it didn't happen so often, I would seriously think it would be intentional. So let's take a look around a little bit more. That's way too far away. I really want to build one of those rings. That would be so awesome to build a space station inside that. I'm not a big fan of Halo, but the Halo rings, that's a pretty cool concept. Let's see. Yeah, this is pretty barren too, but there's all that uranium there. That's an enticing thing to build in. I mean, come on. Do you think some places would exist if there weren't all these natural resources just abound right where they were building? So, you know, oases have villages in them on purpose because there's water. So, uranium there, that's good stuff right there. Alright, let's check out these little donuts here. I'm not a big Simpsons fan, but there's another Homer reference with a donut with a bite missing out of it. Let's see here. What do we got here? Wow, speaking of bites missing, holy crap. This is funny because I'm going to think this is a computer program that considered this to be, and this. They consider these to be what their algorithm wrote out to be a asteroid. So that's pretty funny. When I think asteroids, this is not what I think of. I don't think donuts. Interesting. Yeah, those things are... Those cargo ships are phenomenal resources, but man, they are so difficult to get your hands on. Because they have weapons on them, weapon systems, and at 800 meters away from you, they open fire, and without any form of protection, yeah, you're not able to withstand it. It just you die. That, oh, where was it? See, that was kind of right there on the event horizon, as it were, like the viewing plane. See, it kind of vanishes right there to the left of my cursor. 80% fuel. I don't want this whole video being me flying around again. We already did that. Need to get some building going on. That's what Space Engineers is about. It's about engineering stuff. Well, let's see here. Let's get out here a little bit. So, okay, we're going to turn around. Make sure we can keep that on our 6. Because, yeah, I've done this before. In my single player, it's gone out of direction. Thought I was keeping home to my back. And then just got really rotated around and lost home. So, literally just floating off into the abyss, not being able to find my way back, suit energy getting critically low. It's like, well, this sucks. And nothing you can do about it. Later on, there's a thing called a beacon that you can make, and an antenna, and they both help you find your way back home. It can become pretty critical now because of the limitless space that you're able to travel through. So they put a statistic up on the website saying how far you can physically travel in the game now, and so that distance is it's crazy. So gotta think we're playing a game that's using actual units of measure, using kilometers and what's called AUs, which I believe is for astral units. I'm not sure. I'll look that up here in a second. But these AUs are used to measure basically like light years, and that's the next increment. So the distance that you can travel from one end of this game to the other end of this game is the distance between the Earth and the Sun. The actual real distance. So yeah, it would take a very, very long time to get anywhere near the expanse of this game, especially with the limited speed that we can travel at. So good stuff right there. Okay, we are traveling back, and as we were talking about with this place having fuel, we're gonna make this home. We're gonna need to strike out pretty quickly because all we have so far that we can tell is uranium and iron, and that's it. And that's not enough. We will need more stuff than that. Let's see here. So I got a bunch of mods in here. For those of you who do play, you'll notice different mods in here. Basically, the stuff in this color is the default, what's called vanilla materials that come with the game. And a lot of the developers have made their mods a specific color so they stand out, which I'm totally cool with because a lot of the mods go well together. Alright, let's see how much power we got in here. I think the first thing we're going to remove from the ship is that door. Alright, let's see. 23 hours. That's, again, with the refinery going. So let's shut that thing down and see what we got. 54 days. Alright, we are sitting good. Let's see how out under movement. 5 hours. That's better than it dropping to minutes like it was earlier. So, okay, let's get that refinery back on. Alright. Now we're going to go find some more of that uranium. Whoa, buddy. A little overzealous with the sliding there. Alright. There it is. That's the stuff. Oh, there's two? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to call this place home. Got that batch there. Oh, it looks like there's 3 veins of uranium in this place. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alright, so let's go build on that side right there. Does this thing have lights on it? No, it does not. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is actually uranium or not. I can't really tell. And yeah, that's uranium. Alright, so we're gonna build right here. Okay, so this is now home. How far from the sun are we? Because eventually we're gonna want to get solar power. So that kind of dictates where I want to build. Almost there, come on. Where are you, buddy? The bright orb in the sky, come on. And there you are, directly through the rock. So it looks like the upside of the rock is going to be the easier way to go. Alright. So, power management, we've been talking about it for a while now. Here's a new one you have to look at. Third one down on the top right hand corner, or bottom right hand corner, third one from the top, is power usage. See, it spikes close to almost 80%. You'll get points where that breaks 100%. When that happens, things start sacrificing power, such as thrusters will not work at 100% efficiency because they're not receiving 100% of their power. So then you have to start taking that into account when you're making motion, such as getting close to rocks and stuff like that. So, alright, we're going to park right here. We're going to come down just a touch. Just like that, just so we know we're in the sun. Alright, that's going to continue doing what it's doing. And, as we were saying, this is how grinders work. So, if you see in the right hand corner, it says door, components installed or required. As this door is built, these are obviously all the components that are installed. As we grind on it, that bar on the left goes down, and it approaches that blue bar and red bar right below it right there. Those are when they are functioning. See, now it's a door. It works. See? So now the door works. Gets below that bar. It doesn't work. There's not even a control panel button there anymore. So as we don't like these doors, gone. Hey, we can get in and out of the ship easier. Upon doing that, all those items that were in the door go into your inventory. So you can now use those elsewhere. So now we are going to come over, find that uranium. There it is. I'm going to build right on top of that. So we're going to go hit our little menu here for bringing this stuff up. And over here you can build a new small ship, a new large ship, and a new station. But more on that in the next video. So please continue to check out my videos. If you like them, hit the like button and leave a comment what you like, what you don't like. Constructive criticism. Let me know and I'll see what I can do to change it. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next video.